How you going? I'm Paul Bogue. I'm here just to show you, if you're lucky enough to get out fishing, catch yourself a nice snapper like this. There's a few things you can do with it once you get it home, ready to cook and eat up for you. First thing I'll start with is I'll show you how to just roughly scale it. Now, no fancy equipment, just a normal kitchen knife from home. Everyone should have one. What you want to do is start the back out and come forward, dragging forward, always working from back to front. And the scales will pop off like so. And we'll work our way over the whole fish, all the way up to the head here, all the way along there. Just slowly dragging, up come the fillets. Be mindful of all these sharp spikes either side. There's also some on here. Be mindful, working close to the edges, nice and close all the way around. Doing your best as you can to remove all the scales from the whole body. Going over the whole fish, making sure we're moving all the scales we can. Fill it 1/2, so I can show you 1/2 how to scale 1/2, and I'll show you how to fill the other half with the scales on. But you can just scale the whole fish, cook the fish whole. So if that's the case, we need to gut the fish. So demonstrating how to gut the fish. We'll start down here, just in front of the anal fin. And work our way up. In between here will be a little bit tough. Look up to the front here, we'll try and open his gills. You want to cut down in between here. Remove his gills as well. So he'll be gilled and gutted. I don't recommend you cutting towards yourself, I'm just trying to do it for the demonstration. In here we can open him up and see all his internal organs in there. Move that last little piece there. And he's opened right up in there. So we want to remove all his stomach contents. No pleasant way to do this, it's just getting your hands in there, grabbing hold of it and tearing it out. Make sure trying to remove all the last of the gills. Cut through his air bladder there. You can see in here, once we open it up a bit, there's a bloodline along the spine there. You can do, so cut that bloodline, and we'll open it up, and we can use a spoon or the back of your thumb just to remove the blood from that bloodline. Once you've got all that out, we can then just wash this out. Alrighty, once we've got to this point, when we've scaled the fish, and we've gutted and gilled the fish, cleaned it up, so we've got a few different options we can do with it. We can bake the fish, cook the fish whole, we can steak the fish, so that's cutting the fish. The steak's roughly that thick, roughly 25 centimetres, 25 millimetres or an inch thick, the whole way along. Going right through the bone, all the way, and up with nice steaks. This fish today, we're going to show you how to fillet it. We'll start off by teaching you how to fillet it, starting up here, nice high, up near the head, and following the bone structure underneath the head, all the way around. Go up to the top of the head. What we can do, then we just set the knife here. Follow along. Just along the spine, all the way along. Do the same on the underside. Go down, just slightly lift the fillets, and just follow that bone along. Lifting the fillet as we go. What we're going to do up here is we're going to follow the ribs over. Rather than cutting through them, follow over the top of the ribs. We end up with our fillet. And from there, got the bloodline, a few pin bones through here, and the bloodline follows along. Just follow closely to that, all the way down, going through the skin. There's one nice fillet there, and the same on this side. Just remove the last of those bones and a bit of the bloodline. Here's the second part of your fillet. Two nice fillets there, and then cut them in half, cut them any size you like just to cook them up. Slice nicely through with a nice fillet, ready to cook. Place these ones out of the way. I'll show you how to do the other side. Okay, now the other option we have is leave the fish intact, scales on, and just fillet him with the scales on. Once again, starting in here, following his head, following the bone around. Follow the bone right around there. Now this method you can do by leaving him not gutting and leaving the guts inside. You don't need to gut him to do this method. Same deal as the other side. Just following that bone along. And give you a look. Lifting the fillet, following the bone. Once we feel that we're getting on top of these ribs, should be able to place the fish over. Place our hand firmly on the fillet, and actually just lift the bones. Move them like that. All the bones stay here on the fish, and there's your perfect fillet there. Comes out, still got the skin on him, so we'll have to remove the skin off him as well. This here, it's still plenty of good meat on that. You can cook that up whole. You can remove these here. A little bit of bone in there. That's what people cook up and call snapper wings. I tend to get the scissors and just trim off the fins itself. Just fry them up. Plenty of good meat still in there. Plenty of actually good meat still in the head. So we won't discard that straight away. We'll put that out to the side. Now with a long fillet knife, I can get all the way through and fillet in one go. Because I've got the smaller knife, what I tend to do is go just inside. There's pin bones, all the way down. Mindful there's some scales on the end of your knife. Once we split that the whole way through, got our two fillets there, we can then remove the bones that are sticking out here, pin bones that are in there, follow that bloodline all the way down. Removing that bloodline and those bones. There's just full of all the bones. They come out 90 degrees from his spine. Trying to feel these scales out the way. Like I said, once we've got this bit here, still got the scales and skin on this side. Just going to remove the skin. Place the knife in here, working our way down to the skin, holding onto the skin, and then back and forth sawing action the whole way along. The scales there. Roll him over like that. There's the skin. Skin removed. Off comes his skin. Nice perfect fillet. Said that fillet then is just to be cut up into sizes, ready to eat. You can simply just slice through, make it whatever portion size you're wishing to cook.
Fish on!